In a world gripped by uncertainty, two superpowers edge ever closer to a confrontation that could reshape history forever. On one side stands the United States, a nation with unmatched military reach and a network of alliances stretching across the globe. On the other, a rapidly rising China, determined to reclaim what it sees as its rightful place as the dominant power in Asia. Their rivalry is not new, but recent events have sent shockwaves through the international community, as both countries appear ready to test each other's resolve. It begins in the South China Sea, a vital stretch of ocean where trillions of dollars in trade pass each year. Here, China has built artificial islands, bristling with missile systems, radar stations, and airstrips, declaring these waters their own despite international rulings rejecting their claims. Meanwhile, U.S. Navy warships conduct freedom of navigation patrols, sailing through contested areas to challenge Beijing's ambitions and assert international rights. Each maneuver is a message, each encounter a gamble with global stability. But the tensions don't end at sea. Over the skies of Taiwan, Chinese and American fighter jets have intercepted one another in dangerous near misses that could spark a catastrophic misunderstanding. China sees Taiwan as a breakaway province that must someday be reunified, by force if necessary. The United States, committed to Taiwan's defense, supplies advanced weapons and military training, reinforcing an unspoken promise to protect the island. Every time Chinese jets cross the median line in the Taiwan Strait, and every time U.S. forces train with Taiwanese troops, the risk of a shooting incident grows. Meanwhile, in cyberspace, an invisible war rages. Both nations have accused each other of large-scale hacking campaigns, targeting sensitive government networks, corporations, and infrastructure. Cyber espionage has become a crucial battlefield, where secrets are stolen and vulnerabilities mapped out, with the potential to paralyze entire economies if conflict breaks out. As military tensions rise, economic warfare unfolds in parallel. Sanctions, tariffs, and restrictions on vital technologies like semiconductors have transformed trade into a high-stakes chess match. American companies are pressured to reduce reliance on Chinese manufacturing, while China seeks to secure critical resources and develop self-sufficiency in key industries. Each side fears the other will use economic leverage as a weapon if diplomacy fails. The rhetoric from leaders has also become sharper. In televised addresses and interviews, officials from both countries warn of dire consequences should the other cross red lines. Chinese state media speaks of America's interference in Asia, while American defense leaders warn of Beijing's attempts to rewrite the rules of international order. Images of military drills, warships at sea, and armored columns maneuvering in border regions feed an atmosphere of dread. And yet, for all the saber-rattling, both nations know what's at stake. War between the world's two largest economies could trigger an unprecedented financial collapse, disrupt vital supply chains, and endanger billions of lives. Nuclear arsenals on both sides ensure that any direct conflict could escalate to a level no one wants to imagine. Military analysts stress that despite dangerous incidents, both Washington and Beijing are trying to avoid open war. But the risk of accidents, miscalculations, or political pressures forcing rash decisions remains frighteningly real. Behind the scenes, diplomats work tirelessly to reduce tensions. Meetings between generals, trade negotiators, and ambassadors seek to build guardrails, communication lines, and agreements to avoid sudden escalation. Yet trust remains elusive, as mutual suspicion deepens with each confrontation. As the world watches, ordinary people on both sides worry about the future. Will this growing rivalry be resolved through diplomacy, or will it explode into a conflict that engulfs the Pacific and beyond? Are we witnessing a new Cold War destined to turn hot, or will cooler heads prevail in time to step back from the abyss? What do you think? Is war between China and the United States inevitable? Or can leaders find a path to peace before it's too late? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most dangerous flashpoints. Stay tuned, because what happens next could determine the fate of us all.